Today's a big day for me. I'm actually buying my own bull. That's what's going on today on Farmertylerranch. Yes, today is the day I'm actually going to purchase this guy, and he's going to be with me for at least another year here on the ranch. As regular viewers know, I usually borrow my bulls from a friend, but as time has gone on, we just kind of both decided that it was probably better if I at least own one of my own bulls, and I'll probably still be borrowing one from him, but this guy is going to be mine. Thing of it is though, is I have not paid for him yet, and before I pay for him I need to go weigh him. So this morning while I was out here feeding, I set a little trap here in the working corral, and I managed to catch him and 3 of the first calf heifers. So I'm going to leave them in this pen while I go get my trailer hooked up. But yeah, we can get him in the trailer, get a weight on him, see how much he weighs. In fact, leave your guesses in the comments below. I'll get some better shots of him, and let's just see, because every time I judge weight of cattle on camera, people tell me how wrong I am. Okay. Come on, buddy, walk for me a little bit. Okay. Here he is standing next to some bred heifers. You can see he's a lot bigger than they are. Every time I guess the weight of animals on camera, people tell me, no, you're way off, it's this, it's that. I think what it is, especially on the GoPros, they have a wide angle lens, so things look a little bit distorted or maybe a little bit different than what they really are. This all kind of happened last minute, and it's a shame because I have a friend that would have been able to take him and keep him for me over the winter time while I don't need him, but now he's made other arrangements, so he's not going to need 2 bulls. So I think it looks like I'm going to end up housing this guy for the winter, which is fine, but you know, that's just kind of the way things go sometimes. This bull was originally sold as a heifer bull, and for those of you that don't know, a heifer bull is just a bull that throws really small calves, and his intended use is to be on heifers, because when the heifers are having that calf for the first time, the small calf is an advantage to them because it's a lot easier to deliver. Usually the disadvantage with heifer bulls is that the weaning weights of the calves are lower because the birth weights are lower. But this guy has got some pretty awesome genetics, because when I look in my calf pen, I have a very hard time telling which calves came from him and which calves came from the herd bulls. As I'm standing here talking, these heifers are getting stupid and fighting each other. So I think I'm gonna try to get them out of the pen. Usually I like to, if I'm gonna leave animals locked up for a minute, I leave a couple of them together because they're a lot happier if they have a friend. But this bull is so mellow that I think he'll be fine in here by himself. And these heifers have got me a little concerned the way they're fighting with each other. I don't want them breaking fences or anything and having everybody get out. Oh, big boy, you gotta stay. Hey, 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 you gotta stay. All right, get out here, you guys. Go play your games out here. You just hang tight. All right, let's go get the trailer. We got the trailer hooked up, so I think the best way to do this, because I'm like pretty sure the place with the scale that I'm going is going to be open, but we'll go and get our empty weight first, so that way if for some reason they are closed, then I didn't go through the trouble to load the bull. So yeah, we'll go get our empty weight first, and then if everything looks good, ready to go, then we can come back and load up the bull. All right, gates open, so we're gonna get our empty weight here. Empty weight is 12,240 pounds with me and Callie in the truck. So now we'll go load the bull and go weigh ourselves again and see where we're at. Loading bulls, of all the different categories of cattle, bulls are by far the easiest animals to get into a trailer. Part of that is because they're used to it, because they do it more often than any other type of bovine animal would do. But the other part of it is because almost every time they get into a trailer, when they get out of that trailer, they're in a better place than where they were before, whether that's fresh females or fresh feed. To these guys, either way, it's all good. I miscalculated how much hay to give this guy while I was getting my dry weight, and he's not quite done with it yet. So it'll be interesting to see if he happily steps away from this hay pile or not. It's definitely muddy out here right now, but I want to get this done today because starting this evening and continuing throughout the next couple weeks, we have a chance of rain pretty much every single day. Now here in California, we don't, well, at least in my area, we don't get snow and it doesn't freeze here. So rain means mud for sure. And I think that we're in for a pretty bad mud season. So it's good to get this done today before it gets any worse than it already is. It's like he doesn't understand that I have to set up cameras. You want to get in the trailer for me? Oh boy. In you go. Good boy. Well, there you go, loading bulls. Makes me look like I know what I'm doing. Heavier than I thought. Loaded weight was 14,160, which means he's a little bit heavier than I thought he was. Let me do the math real quick in my head. That makes him 1,920 pounds. It's quite a bit more than I thought. I guess that neck, it weighs a lot. Well, I want to unload him at this gate because I don't want him jumping down into really deep mud. That's a good way for him to hurt himself. But I'm having trouble making this turn because I've got this junk out here that needs to be moved that I've been meaning to move for a while. And, you know, now I'm paying the price for not doing that. And I don't really have as much room as I would like on this side. If I drop a wheel in this ditch, I'll probably get stuck. I've been there before, so I don't want to do that. I think I can open the slide gate on this trailer and he should be able to jump out into this little corral, and we'll just kind of have to block this gap here, which I don't think will be a problem. I think he'll naturally want to go back out to the main corral. So we're gonna try that and hopefully it works. Right back to your hay. Can you just scooch up a little bit so I can close this gate? Boy, he's a wild one. That's probably all he was thinking about the whole ride home. The big man's back in here with his ladies, so all is right with the world. Thanks for hanging out at the ranch with me today, guys, and I hope I'll see you again on Farmer Tyler Ranch.